All right, hold on, give me a second. All right, so I mean, I'm testing this out. I'm testing this out. Um, I want to do something to improve the lighting for myself, right? I want to improve the lighting. So I'm gonna try to find a way. All right, there we go. Hopefully this should do. All right, so let me see now. There we go. Wow. Wow. All right. Come on. All right. So funny story. I had to how do I put this now? How do I tell this story? So here's the story. I had to wait until December 28th to cancel um my monthly subscription to Zoom. Because if I didn't do that, I could not switch from the monthly to the annual. So I had recently switched over to annual, right? So that's the first thing. So first obstacle. But because I had canceled the monthly, I lost access to, streaming directly to another page that I control, whether it be the Facebook, the Twitch, the YouTube, workspace, whatever they call it, right? Now, I'm accustomed to doing this on Facebook, right? So hold on. Yes, I like to save you guys from the truck noises and such. So there you go. All right, so that's one of my stories. I'm not liking the, like, oh God, what is this? Yeah, all right, that look a little more human. Yeah, I'm not Zordon. I'd like to get ahead in life, but I'm not just ahead in life. Anyway, there is something that was on my mind and I wanted to share it, but I forgot. No, I know what I want to talk about. So there's this thing. There are two ways that I want to approach talking about this. So I want to talk about suffering, right? And two ways, even though I just put up one finger, right? The two ways, or rather, I want to tackle suffering from two different perspectives, right? Or two different um points of focus as it pertains to suffering. Wait, give me a second here. Hold on. Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Right? I wanted to talk about suffering. And one is that most people do not want to suffer. That's the first. But the second part is what is it that causes us to suffer? Right? And it really boils down to one thing. You see, your inability to look at something from a different perspective will be the ultimate cause of suffering. Ultimate, you know? There's no two ways about it. Right? Now, mind you, not my favorite. Okay? Let me just tell you, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite anime. But I do appreciate the shirt. So, it's not about, beggars can't be choosers. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a like you see, this is a see this, right? That right there. Yeah. If I had a shirt like that, no. We in business, because that I definitely love that more than this. You Um, but yeah, I digress, right? Perspective. Um, Yeah, if you don't have perspective, it will kill you. Because what happens to us is that we want to be further ahead than we really are. And here's the analogy I have for it. It's like you're on a treadmill and you sprint, you know, yeah, tear it up. But here's the problem. Even though you tear it up, you're not going anywhere. You are not going anywhere. And because you see say you're not going nowhere, you feel away. You feel away. And you have to feel away. Because what's happening is you want to be further along than you are. And I can give you an analogy that works. Remember one time I did the track and field, I'm look on the 200-meter length, the distance. And it's like, I say, yo, that can't, like, I remember I said it to myself. There's no way that's 200 meters. There's no way that can't. I'm like, that cannot be, that can't be 200 meters. And because I played that little mind game with myself, when we did start the race, it's like my body get tired before I come out of the bend, you know? And why that's relevant is because it happens to us every day. Every day we go through that. Every day we tell ourselves that we're further away from the goal than we actually are. And that mash up enough people. So that. And that is one. But then on the other hand, now we're talking about now people running away from suffering. And why people running from it is because they feel like I don't deserve to suffer. You know what I mean? Eh? I don't deserve to suffer. Like that's kind of the mentality that a lot of people have. They have this mentality that um I it's like I've gone through so much in my life. Why must I still continue to suffer? You know what I mean? Eh? Like why must I still suffer? Why should I continue to endure suffering? Why? And look at what I'm doing right now. I don't have nobody on this live yet. I don't have no viewership yet. Nobody don't know me like that. You know what I mean? Nobody don't know me. Nobody's like, as I say, ain't nobody checking for you. But I have to start somewhere. I have to start. And that's one of the things that I've never been afraid to do. Never been afraid to start. And I feel like because that's my objective, my initiative, my true personality in that I'm not afraid to start. And I'm not afraid of, being lost in the beginning. In fact, you have to last before you know where y'all go anyway. You don't know where y'all go till you lost. Believe me, I'm gonna tell you that. You don't know where you're going till you lost. And I'll give you a perfect example of that. I used to think that I was so good at mathematics when I was in high school. And when I reflect, when I look at the knowledge I have today compared to what I did have back then, it's like it's levels. It's the difference between an expert and a grandmaster. It's different. Yeah, you're an expert, but I am a grandmaster. Like you're not compare. I give you an example that's more relevant. For anybody that knows circle theory, right? You probably have a circle with two triangles within the circle that form a cyclic quadrilateral. And then there's a line splitting the two triangles. So therefore, it looks like a kite, but also you're creating two triangles. And then one of the triangles is like a right angle triangle formed in the semicircle. So you're seeing a whole lot going on, and your brain just say, yo, what is? When I was younger, I could not process all of these shapes. Like to see all of that is madness. But as a big man now, you look at it and you say, oh, so there's a tangent, there's the diameter right there, or rather the radius, right? So there's the radius, there's the tangent, here's the circle, here's the triangle found in the semicircle, here's what is found in the same segment. These are two, I want to say they're not equivalent, but they're definitely similar triangles, but they're exactly the same measurement. It's just that they're reflecting onto each other, and then there's a kite in the middle. So it's easier for you to see it when you look at it from, for example, when you're young and you see that, it's like your brain just automatically going to what am I even, what is this? Why did what it just, it's too much. It's just too much. It just look like too much is going on. It look like too much is happening, right? So there's that. But when you view it from like a bird's eye view, like when it's like when you're playing chess and you get up and you stand up and you look at the board from a different angle, things start clearing up. And that's what happens as you mature, as you age. Or not necessarily age, but as you mature, as your perspective widens, right? As you start to, gain more clarity on certain things, you say, wait, what used to happen is this. We used to look at the basics and the fundamentals as something separate from the more advanced topics. That's what used to happen. So you would look at that and be like, oh, I don't need to remember the original geometry about the angles on a straight line being equal to 180 and all of them. That's a baby geometry. This is the big people geometry. So you did things say, oh, like it's not connected. No, the connection is there. All of the things that were true about geometry before you did circle geometry, it is still true. It's still there. It's still true. Yeah? Still true. So it's all about what? Perspective. If it look difficult, trust me, it is going to look monumental. It's going to look bigger than it actually. Back to track and field again. Back to track and field again. I remember I was the smallest person in my race. I was the smallest person there. Everybody else did look trapped in. You know what I mean? Like first of all, I remember I was in I think I was in I was in class 2. If I wasn't in class 2, I was in like classroom. I can't remember. But I saw some big, like, me look on him and I say, bad man, a college you forgot. Because you're not in a high school. You're there at college. Relax. Come out of a little picnic race and go and go race with the big people. Lord, thing. I was upset. I was like, no way. You're not picnic. I am 15. You are 21 and you're in my race. Come out of my race, man. Come out. Come out of my race. I'm sorry. Like, I minded look like, I remember I look to my right, I look to my left, and I said, but wait there. How come no one of them man just, like, I was like the little Vegeta and everybody else was Nappa sides. Yeah, yeah. See what I just did? You see what I just did? But you get the point. It's like everybody else was Toguro and I was the creepy one that was on the shoulder. You know that one there? That was me. That was me. I was like how, like when Frieza doing final transformation and him just look like an imp. And everybody taller than him. Yeah. That's what happened. That's what happened to me. Everybody else looked like a monster to me. So me in the race, I mean, I watch and I look at me and say, no, how me I go win the race with them Olympic level runner. Anyway, so the gun go off. And in my mind, may I hear too much noise. So I want to get away from it. Nah, me not depend that. So me just I kept running until it sounded quiet. It's like, I'm tired of the noise. I make too much noise, man. Get away from them. You see when I pass the finish line, I didn't even know this. I did not know. So I passed the finish line, and all of them, when they pass the finish line, all of them look for me and they're like, dog. Like they looked at me like I was inhuman. The irony of that, yeah. Everybody bigger than me, but I'm like, gone left for all of them. Because I'm like, no, you're not too massive. You're not too big. There's no way you can be that big. And you're in the same race as me. I'm the child here. Everybody else, yeah, like, no, Olympics this, I'm in the wrong race. Is either gonna put me up with the big people them, or the big people them decide to jump in a class 2 and class 3, and that never fair to me. Can't put university level and big man in a race with me. I mean in a high school. That's not fair. That never fair. But them look for me now because me become a win. Obviously, I think this was just a these are just qualifiers. So even though you're in heats, it's just it's just a development meet, really. Because I think that was the last real good performance I had at GC Foster years ago. Because I remember one time I made a mistake and spiced it too big, and that was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. I couldn't even live that before. Couldn't live down that. But then one year I got the right size spikes, and then I stand up and look on the giant them in the race. I say, no, we're not big people. It's not fair. When the race don't know, everybody look on me and say, yo, dog, then I say you did fast. And it's really funny because if I were to just pay attention to what it looked like, everybody was faster than me. Everybody was faster than me if I believe the hype. If I believe the hype, then would I lose a race? Because I believe, say, oh, the whole of them better than me. The whole of them more than me. And all of them, like, dog, the man, them did, brother, like, them never look like pick me. I was the only one that didn't look like a child. I look like a young man. Them man, they look like, yo, them take them off of the road. You understand? That goes back to how things look. So it might look away. It might look like, yo, you don't stand a chance. You're not gonna get nowhere. You're not anywhere closer to your goals and whatever. It may look that way. And I think that's what all of us are suffering from that. That is what we are suffering from, really and truly. We're suffering from that. And then also, we're also suffering because we are trying to run away from suffering. Okay? And the more you try running from something, the more it come back to you. It's like, oh, you want to escape drama? Oh, drama you shall have. You want to escape drama? Drama you shall have. What are you going to do? Running from it? Not on my team. You know? So I think that's kind of, I think maybe this is a good idea for me. I kind of want to use this as an excuse to say, here what if I have a topic and I want to talk about it? Why not just, I don't want to say screenshot it, but why not, you know, yeah, just give it a little test run, you know, just give it a little test run and you know, throw it out there in a live. And then when we watch it back now, I say, oh, no, I can now condense my thoughts, you know, put it in a, maybe them right about this and them right about this. Or maybe, do you want the truth or do you want an excuse? Do you want out or do you want uncomfortable, obvious uncomfortable truths? Yeah? Right? So I like that. One thing about me that I like about me, and I will talk about what I like about me. What I like about me is that I have an idea, and if I have the idea, I'm gonna explore it. I'm gonna explore it. I'm not gonna do like enough people where them say, oh, like, you know, I have a joke that I run by all of my friends. I call them talented prof. And basically being a talented prof means that you have an ability that you're not really fully utilizing. You're not fully, pushing that to the, to the utmost. You know what I mean? Like you're punching, but you're not following through. You're not punching through your opponent. You just adapt them. You just touch it. You just touch it. Just light touch it. That's what you're doing. But you're not follow through. You're not following through. And that's what I'm gonna call a talented prof. Because let's say you naturally get joke. You're either you naturally get joke or you're a very good storyteller. And you don't utilize that. You don't utilize that none at all. But you're good at telling stories. So why are you wasting that ability on just being entertaining for the sake of being entertaining? But you know what? You know what profit from it? Me not say you have to sell everything. You understand? Me not say you have to sell everything, but by God, man, if you have a little talent, make money off of your talent, no? Because then you're working, but you're enjoying your work. Yeah, enjoy it. So that way, you're not going to work every day saying, in fact, one of the people that I can say that does a good job at that is this fire department chronicles guy. I can't remember his name. That man hilarious. Like every time he come up with a story, he's like, oh no, these are stories that have happened in real life. And when he play out the scenarios, it's outrageously fun. Yeah. And the facial expressions that this man make, classic. Now that is a man that I utilize him talent because he has a job that he go to every day. He's a fire department, basically he's a rescue response guy. You understand? He's an emergency response specialist. You understand? So anytime there's a serious situation, whether it be in no matter what it is, they call him for it. So if somebody broke them foot, if somebody fall out of a tree, if they find somebody trapped in debris or whatever, he respond to it. But for him to have a job that him do every day, but at the same time he make content about it. That is a man that is no him just talented. He's not a talented prof. He never just have the idea. Him explore it. So yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, I just spoke about the two, the two. One, the cause of suffering. Two, reasons why people don't want to suffer. And three, my concept of what a talented prof is. Yeah. And anybody that knows that that's what I've said about Mac. If I rate you and you amongst me and you talk to me and I call you a talented prof, I call you that out of tough love. Because me doing this is me not making any excuse for myself. I had an idea, right? And maybe I was poorly utilizing it at one point. Like I never know what direction I wanted that page to be in content-wise. I know I'm find a lane for this. So ironically, even though you see one Jankro man, yeah, expect slackness and this and that and the third, which there might be a lane for that at some point. I might do that, but maybe probably just, I don't know. It just depends on how that go. It could be a thing where, okay, that's for a private group. Yeah. Yeah, the truck them a pass. So I was doing that. So anyhow, um the problem with a lot of people is that them not really keep them promises to themselves. And this is my way of doing that. Because what I do here, this is more of the entertainment side of sort of what I've done with Bossman Digital Media. Bossman Digital Media is, I dress a little bit more professionally over there, you know, and similar topics are discussed. But over here, a little bit more of the slackness is entertained. Just a little bit more. It's a little bit more slack. Just a little bit more. Right? So, let's say I refer to, like who get born or whatever, or who get born or whatever. Like, for example, if like somebody say, oh, would you take your lady or significant other to either Dexter Daps concert or Trey Songz or Chris Brown? And I said, look, man, I said, nah, take them there. But if them call you on stage and you're gone up there, just know that when you get off stage, I will be gone. You see, there's a term in America called ghosting. Well, we need to know use full term. We're not gonna ghost you, we're gonna dopey you. I dopey where I dopey you. Oh, what's that? You never hear from him again? Lord God, him dopey you. Yeah. I want that to become like a popular term in the island. Just, oh no, he never goes you. I dopey you, man. I don't. But yeah, so it's a little bit more on the, like how, like, so think of one Jankro man as like a casual Friday. You wear your formal wear Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then yeah. This is the Friday, guy. You see me? TGIF, yeah. So therefore, you get to be a little bit more liberal and a little bit more, little bit more mix up. And it's ironic because even though I'm a little bit more mixed up over here, I'm still somewhat, me not go all out in terms of like fully slack, not fully bad, not fully dots, There's still some level of professionalism to it. But it's okay. I can find the balance. I can find the balance between entertainment, slackness, and professionalism. I can find the balance. Because that's the thing, you have to adjust, you have to tweak, because at the end of the day, it's a process. And I think that's what I mean by people are running from suffering. People don't understand that how you start is not how you finish. And people will look at somebody's page and be like, yo, look on the man have about 30,000 followers. It's like, yeah, but you remember when him did just have 3? You remember when him did just have 30? You don't remember that. You don't remember that. In fact, you don't want to remember that. And you want a perfect example of that? Look at your favorite superhero then. You don't want to see when Spider-Man did just learn how for using web slinger. You don't want to see that. You want to see him when he must soar through New York City and him doing all them stunts and everything. Like, that's what you want to see. You don't want to see when him catch it for one building and goes up and slap right into a billboard. You don't want to see that. You don't. You don't want to see the growing pains. And that is why even relationships suffer. Relationships suffer because them don't want to struggle with you. They don't want to. Any amount of struggle with dead, them don't want dead for that. Them want to come back when you win. When you get the trophy, and it go back to as you want to talk about trophy. There's a verse in One Wilderness Self. Yeah? And the song go, it's funny how you only know me when the trophy them show up in my home again. The phone in them show up in my zone again and phone me when like someone want to show with them. Me never known for blend the phone in them when they are my home in them. You know me, Ben. That's why they when them home me rent, but don't pretend. That's why I never roll with them. It's a simple 8 bar, but it speaks so much about what me just say. People not them not go dead it when you suffer, when you work, when you try to figure yourself out. They want you when you're figured out. They're there for the destination and not the journey. They're there for the results and not the process. Them no want dead it through the struggle and the growing pains. Them no want dead it for that. They don't want to be around for that. They don't. I promise you they don't. You know, and there's another topic that I want to tackle. Um, I did this thing called SMV Words of the Day, where basically I talk about all of the social media buzzwords that a lot of people are using. Gaslighting, narcissist, toxic, what else can I think of? Alpha male, beta male, sigma male, ghosting, as I mentioned earlier, we call it doping, or I want to call it doping. Um, I'm trying to think of the other ones that, some of them really bother me. Hypergamy. Oh, hypergamy. Hypergamy. We can talk about that. And hypergamy does not necessarily mean, oh, the man with the most money and the man with the most muscles and the man with the most. No. Because you can be a big belly man, and she give you a bun with a maga man. But him have a little tattoo and him have a ratchet and him bust gun sometimes. So therefore, because you're a little bit too nice, she give you a bun with a bad man. You see that? So it's like whatever is missing in you, them find it in somebody else. You don't have too much of the badness. So what them do is them switch on you to get a little somebody with the badness. Them never patient for, get the badness from you. So then go to somebody that have the badness. Yeah? And the reason why that is relevant is because it just makes you realize, just because they leave you for somebody else doesn't mean they leave you for better. You get what I mean? They're not left you for better. They just leave you for what you never have. You never have the badness, so they left you for that. You understand? You never have the badness. Or you 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 don't command a certain amount of fear in a them. They want somebody that, okay, somebody that can make me feel like, okay, more when my man talk to me, I tremble. You know? So because of that, what's missing in you, find it in somebody else. So in reality, is it really hypergamy though? Is it? Because it just feel like 80-20 more than, it's like the 20 I don't have, you left me for the 20 I never have. And you find the 20 from that. But all of the other 80 now where you did want from me, you definitely not get from me. So maybe it's that. Maybe it's that. But yeah, I mean, so the concepts that I have, them right about this and them right about this. That will always be 60 seconds. I don't ever want to change that from that. That will always be 60 seconds at a time. And if we fail to make a point, we just continue it. Or I just edit it in 60-second intervals and just say, yeah, all right, part 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. Continue. Maybe I can make it in threes because different platforms, different, you know, um, ideal times to post or when to post or whatever. So, I'll do more than 3 videos a day with TikTok, right? So it is what it is with that. You post more than 3, then a business with you. They're like, where I do? No, man, know your limits. Yeah, I never get to edit out that. Right? Now, funny enough, YouTube Shorts, right? YouTube Shorts are, yeah, YouTube Shorts, sorry. Yeah, my dog just got up a while ago, so I try to figure out what I want. But give me a second. Let me see if we need to let him out. Well, come on. All right, yeah. If they want to take a little walk out of the room. What going this up? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so yeah. So, and this is the thing. Like, I think there is a lie that we've told ourselves about social media. And let me tell you the lie that we told ourselves. The lie we tell ourselves is that because it is social media, it's easier. Or because it's digital, it's less physical, so it should be easier. No, not so. Hard work or hard work. And if you have to work hard in a real life, you have to work even harder in the digital life. Yeah. You can't just get up and get followers, so you know, you can't just get it like that. You have to earn it no matter what you do. You have to earn it. You know, so therefore, if it means that you have to be consistent, if it means that you have to um trial and error, but most importantly, the most important thing is that you just tell yourself, all right, this is what I'm going to do today, and I'm going to do that. And then when we don't do it, no, because it's one thing to say, I'm going to get up and record. It's another thing to even upload after that. Because then, you know, you have a little preparation we have to do. And people underestimate how much work goes into a lot of the videos. For anybody, really. For anybody. And that's why me, you know, I'm not gonna be an idiot. Because no man is an island. So at some point, like I say, well, me can't do the whole of this. So I'm gonna get some people to help me. So therefore, no, you start see. In fact, a lot of people probably don't even understand the value of even sharing. Because if somebody reposts your video or shares your video, more people start seeing it. And that's probably even more valuable than even the likes and the comments where you get. You know, it's all about perspective, you know. It's all about that. It's all about that. Because at the end of the day, it's not it like them say, puss and dog not have the same look. So you might be big on TikTok, but nowhere on YouTube. Or you might be big on YouTube, but nowhere on TikTok. You just have to find the strength. You know, you might be big on Facebook, but nowhere else. Find the strength, man. Find the strength. Find the strength. Find the strength. See, make sure so this is the uniform for so this is the uniform for one Jankro man and one wilderness. So it's either the black one or the brown one, right? And more casual wear. Yeah, so one Jankro man and one wilderness will forever be casual wear. Yeah, yeah. And even I mean the only difference between Boss One Champloo and over here is that Boss One Champloo. Well, if you're under the Boss One umbrella, then I'd be wearing the bucket hat then, you know. So just to be consistent, you know, because you see there's a thing called brand consistency. So I might as well because if you start to wear this now from Boss One Champloo, you're gonna say, wait, I'm confused. You're gonna confused. So why not? Why not? Let me be true to self, you know. It doesn't hurt for me to wear it, you know. Just find one where I can sweat out, you know. That's it. That's it. No matter. You know how much of them have? Hey, yeah, so yeah, and this is where this as I say is a test run. So any idea that I have, we'll probably express it here first. And then after I do that, then you start to say the content roll out about some of the things that I said here. So it's like me, I give myself the idea, I give myself the reminder, and then, yeah, go up there and go, be the change that I want to see in the world, you know. But, I mentioned something, right? Watch this. There's this big obsession about being an alpha male and this and that and whatever. See? Big obsession about it. And why I find it funny is because it's just overcompensation, ultimately. You know, because you keep hearing these men with this over inflated sense of self-importance get up and say, oh, it's because you're not being a leader, and that's the reason why she don't believe in you, and she needs to believe in her dream, and this and that. It's like, fam, fam, fam. You can't make a woman do nothing what she don't want. If she don't want to stay, she's not gonna stay. No matter how much she believe in you and this and that and whatever, whatever. You know what I mean? It's not about convince yourself that there's something that you as a man can do that can. If a woman wants to leave, she's gone. No amount of money can keep a woman. None. Because me not make the money what Jeff Bezos make. Me not make the money what Bill Gates make. A woman left them. So what do they want? Woman left Tyrese, don't it? What do they want? They want what they want, and if they can't get them what they want, they're gone. So it don't have nothing to do with, oh, it's like, so what? They weren't leaders? And that's what you tell me? Them are not a leader? What you try to say? They weren't the man of the house? Come on, no. Come on, we're not doing that. Don't get me wrong. You might even say, oh, well, maybe they were like this, and maybe they were like that. Yeah, but you don't know. That's the thing. You don't know. You don't know. We're not all the same. We're not. No matter what me do, you think I can get up one day and ugly? I mean, unless me burn up my face. Unless me, you see me like, but I feel really like go to war and come back with beer scar on my face. And tear up and everything. No, I'm not saying that it's a desire. I'm just saying that I can't like, I will never look as gunman like as a youth way or as a man way. Look like a criminal. Look like, in other words, there's certain people that from me look on them, it's like, yeah, man, I can't say crime written all over your face. and it's no, sometimes a decent people, sometimes it's really decent, it's funny, but them just look like, all right, you used to kill people. I can't say this. You used to kill people. You know, but think good. Certain people have a look. Certain people will always look threatening, no matter what. There's nothing them can do about it. You understand? So therefore, we need to stop trying to make people into what they're not. You understand me? Don't tell a man say, yo, you need to be more like me because why? Who are you? Why are you so important that most people have to behave like you? Like, I don't understand that. Like, like, all right, let us put it like this. We're not saying that you don't have good advice on how to get women interested in you, keep them interested, this and that and third and all of these things. We're not saying none of that, right? But this idea that you have the right answers or you have the answers, and if you listen to me, she will never leave you. What? What? Yo, yo, bro, you bugging. You bugging. Come on. People need to grow up and get over themselves. So important that everybody have to listen to you. If they don't listen to you, it's like, well, that's why she's gonna cheat. She's gonna cheat. She's gonna cheat because you're not being, it starts with you. It starts with you. Starts with you. You're the man. You lead. It all starts with you. If you not the man that she need to be with and be safe with, come on. You cannot convince somebody to stay in a place where they don't want to be. You can't lead the horse to water. You can't make it drink. That's just the reality of that. So we need to stop telling yourself this bag of lie that there's something that you as a man can do. The only thing you can do is be unfazed. That's all you can do. Because I remember one time, I don't even know if I did it on purpose. I just tried it. Because all the other time when we did beggy, you know what I mean? When we did beggy and then we did it's like it was easier for her to just get up and disrespect me and do all kind of things. But when one day, you know, she also look at me and say, oh, I'm going to find someone better than you and da. I'm going to look at her and say, oh, all right. Yeah. Yeah, man, go and find him. And don't come back, yeah? Yeah, man, go find him and nobody come back over yourself. All right? Good night. And I swear to you, they don't, when them decide say them want to bounce, they want to know that you feel how them feel. So you see, them come to you all rather than, you know, they're like, oh, I can't take this anymore. I hit it there with a straight face. I'll be like, all right, that's okay. You can leave. Yeah, man, you can go. Yeah, man. Yeah, you can go. I've actually been waiting on you to tell me this. I've been waiting. You know what woman did I look me? Or you know what woman me turned down because you're in my life? And what you think I got? Know that you're gone, you know. while the dogs and cats are out the way, the mice come out to play, right? Yeah. So they're coming out to play. Hey, don't play with me. Don't play with me. I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna enjoy myself. And you're not doing it because you want to hurt them feelings or not like that. You're not doing it for that. Because there's something about them have a scorched earth policy. When them left you, them need to make sure say like it's a game of Metal Gear Solid. Them just apply all the claymore them and hope to God say somebody make mistake and just make a wrong step and blow up the whole of house. That's what they want to do. They want to blow up everything on the way out. They want the whole place to go up in flames. Yeah, man. You know, like when there's a countdown in Metroid or the countdown in Resident Evil, and you have to get out before the timer expire, you better left. Even if it's just 5 seconds left to go, you better get out. And that's what they want. They want to just narrowly escape the explosion. So when them come for left you, they want to make sure that you are devastated. Yeah? Them don't want you, they want you to suffer. Maga down, stress out. Yeah, man, you get to your goal weight real quick. Maga down. Like a sickness you have. Yeah, man. But just show them just a little glimpse of the fact say, yeah, man, I'm a good man. Yes, you say, man, all right, I'm a good man. You see, if you show them, say you're content or you're happy without them, something wrong. Beer balling. Beer balling. Because if they are devastated without you, why aren't you devastated without? And it's simple. The only reason why you're doing that is because you're like, look, you cannot be trusted. One day you love me, the next day you hate me. One day you love me, the next day you hate me. You're not confused. You're confused. So why am I going to allow you now to take me down your road of confusion? You're not the leader, I'm the lead. So I know me did want you. But now that you don't want it no more, one. Now run it down though. Can't do it. Because I'm not confused, man. Man, pick me. I know what more want there. Go on there with somebody that want there with me. You know what there with me? What? Go. You know? I mean, being a man gets tougher every day. You're always being tested. Always. People test you with disrespect. People test you with your boundaries. You know, people test you with, you know, how much they can depend on you. And sometimes people take that for granted. Like some people, they feel like say them for just call you for everything. Not that you know I help them, you know, but sometimes you look on them and be like, yo, but now bail you out of every situation, you know. But now bail you out of every situation because like, why is it that me have to pay for something where you get yourself in? Or you get yourself in the problem and you want me bail you out of that? Then you know see me I put myself in a no ridiculous situation. You understand? Hey, remember this. One time, man, it was actually yesterday. That reason with my hairdresser sister. And she asked me, so what, me, you don't feel like you're gonna settle down? I'm gonna look on her and I say, it's not that me don't want to settle down. But we tired as man if you try settle down with somebody that in the midst of us settling down, them cut. You know, see, the relationship have a download bar. You understand? See the download bar, yes, sir. Right? Just imagine a download bar. As, hold on. No, we need to show you a better example. Imagine this. Yeah? No, normally, you know, the bar is probably white. You understand? So maybe for the purpose of my analogy, we should have probably just, you know, but imagine this is where you are. Yeah? Right, so, you know, the download. Yeah? And you gotta take time. You gotta take time. You gotta take time. Notice, you know, it don't look like I'm going anywhere, don't it? It don't look like me I'm going nowhere. But watch it. You see, as soon as the download bar reach right, so that's when them want left. You don't reach nowhere yet. You don't reach nowhere yet. And that's when them want left. They want left in the middle of the thing. Yeah? That's when them want left. See? Now look at this. You see that? That's like 25% of the download. 25%. You imagine you download a file and you get 25% of the downloaded file. In other words, people want the full article, but they don't want to pay full price fee. That's the problem. They don't want to suffer feet. They don't want to suffer for them relationship because my life is filled with so much turmoil and yeah, you want to suffer. Life is about suffering. That's what it is. You just have to find the joy and extract it out of the suffering. That's what it is. Life now got ease up on nobody because you're special. Nobody no business with you. Nobody no care. Because truthfully, if people did care, then because guess what? You know what people want to do? They want Nicki Minaj success with $100 effort. You understand what I say? Them want a Waka Flocka success with $100 effort. And that's the problem. Them want to pay the least and get $1 million. That's what them want. And if that applies to career, it applies to relationship too. Yeah. Them reach right as up. Right as them reach. Them don't reach nowhere. Like it's like a 800 meter. I run the first 100 meter and tired. Then like, no, I can't do this. I hate that. 12, what? 100 over 800 is what? 1 over 8. And 1 over 8 is what? Eh? 1 over 8 is what? Not 12.5%. That is even half. That is half of a quarter. Don't it? Yeah. So that's 12.5%. That is where them reach another download. And it's when them reach this up, that's when they want to give up. That's where they want to give up. They want to give up there. They want to give up in the struggle. And you know what happened? Everybody look on these, and believe me, there's a post that I saw where you see this couple dancing together. Like them do, like one of them popular, current and trending, dancehall kind of dancing song. And them do it to the I think them do it to the rhythm that Redman did rap over, where it's like people. I don't even think people remember that it's originally a Redman song. So it's actually, it's funny because more dancehall I play upon the rhythm there was actually originally a hip hop song. Most people don't remember. They don't remember that. In fact, I'll show you how serious this is. For show you. People need to give Ludacris him props. Because everybody keep using his catchphrase. And him did make it famous. What name? I got hoes. I got hoes in different area. Hold on. Rest in peace, Nate Dog. Let me just say that. In different area, coast area, coast, hoes. Hoes in different area, coast area, codes. Hoes. Right? And what did Ludacris say in that song? Can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Hoes don't act right. That is where the phrase come from. Ludacris need. Listen to me. Ludacris need for patenting thing. Yeah? Anytime, because people been using this in this relationship podcast space, all over TikTok and all over Insta, Everybody keeps saying you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Yo, Ludacris, listen to me good. Yeah? Make sure them pay you for that. That may I tell you. Make sure them pay you for that, bro. Make sure them pay you for that. Make sure. Charge them. Copyright that. Copyright that, I say. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Nobody used that phrase before Ludacris came out with it. Nobody. Nobody on earth. Okay? Because then comedians started using it after. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. It came from that song. So if people want to look at the history, yeah, everybody on TikTok or Insta, anybody that's doing relationship advice, or no need for go over to Ludacris and give him money. Give Ludacris him money, he need it. Yeah, the man literally start a trend. And you don't want to give them enough citations. I do not believe in what they call academic dishonesty. In other words, stop plagiarize the man things. Stop it. Because even the late Kevin Samuels did I plagiarize it. Stop it. Stop plagiarize the man things. Yeah. Anyhow, yeah. This is therapeutic. This is therapeutic. This is fun. So I think I've exercised. Ironically, I've not. You know what I mean? But I've exercised my right to freedom of speech and all these things. But anyway, so I don't know. Today I was Saturday. Should I do this every Saturday? Should I? I'll do it and see. People like this, I'll probably say something. You never know. You never know. But then again, my timetable is gonna be weird. So I have to figure out like if I'm going to do something like this, I might be doing it early. Because when I start my classes, I might have to leave here, go next door, get ready, do my class, and then no, maybe we might have a change of timetable. So maybe I would do something like this in the evening party. Because yeah, I can't be a slacker. You know, we need to make money. I can't, I can't mash up my business for this, you know? I have to prioritize. I understand priorities, guys. Priorities. You know? Don't mash up your business. Make better decisions. That's what you know what? I feel like we need to talk about that next time. Decisions. Yes. Because you have some people in your life that them claim them love you, but the decisions what them want you make is like, come on, you can't love me and you want me make that decision. There's no way. But that, I feel like that's the topic for next time. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you around. I'm going to try this again on Facebook. It work on YouTube. Who knows? I'll be honest with you. Who knows if people are going to hear? What a cycle. You don't know. And so this is me. I'll take time sign. Take time sign. Take time sign. I who knows? Sometimes I cannot play music on the way out, but nobody now watch me, so I'm gone for now. Yeah.